If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. One day after the inauguration of Donald Trump, we're already beginning to see the propaganda come out. We're beginning to see the agendas come forward. We all know about the race war agenda they've had, the divide and conquers that they have planned for all of us. Now we're seeing it with this women's march that's taking place, not just in Washington, D.C., but according to CNN, globally. As you can even see Moscow, London, all these random places, Idaho. Women have come forward and decided to do just what the New World Order wants, and that's participate in these protests for their divide and conquer agenda. And of course, as we know, most of these protests have funding behind it, whether it's George Soros or someone else. We know Soros' involvement with Black Lives Matter. But what's scary about these protests is that not everybody involved is a part of, bought and paid for by the occult, by the New World Order. Sure, they pay a lot of these people to start these protests in certain places, but a lot of people are willingly participating in this through mind control, through brainwashing. That's what they've done with Donald Trump here. They've created this persona. He's sexist. He's bad against women. He says hurtful things towards women. Women are really upset. And now begins this ridiculousness in our country of divide and conquer, which has already been going on. If you're a woman out there and you're just stumbling upon this channel, don't fall into the mind control. I know the women who listen to this channel are smart enough not to. They know the only person to follow and trust and believe in is Jesus Christ. All these other things you see on a television set, this is all to lead you into their agenda of where they want to get you. And all of these women who are participating in it are falling for it hook, line, and sinker, no different than the people who fell into the Black Lives Matters propaganda. Now, what's going on here is absolutely embarrassing. We have women flying in from one Delta flight was completely booked with women flying into D.C. to protest. Is this what people are doing in their spare time? Not to mention, what do they think is coming of it? Nothing, just division, not unity. Besides the fact it's a complete waste of time. Yeah, women looking for empowerment. We know the women's empowerment movement. I've talked about it. It was funded by the Rockefellers to divide the home. They use brainwashing and mind control to say, the husband's out, he's big, he's successful, and the women are suppressed at home being moms. You should get out there and get in the workplace. They created this whole movement so they could tax the man and the woman, and so that the child would have no parents at home and have to be raised by the public school system. And that's why we are where we are in a godless society. There's no values. There's no nurturing. Most people, children are growing up in unloving homes because the father's too busy at work and the mother's too busy trying to compete with the father or trying to be a businesswoman herself and act like a man. And then the men are starting to act like women and be more interested in their fashion, their clothing. Everything has been flipped on its head. And the kids are the ones who pay the consequences. Now, these protests, they do nothing. They're at some complete waste of time. It's amazing to me that people don't shake the rocks out of their heads and say, well, what is going to come of this? And they have nothing better to do on a Saturday afternoon. I could think of lots of things better to do. I'd stare at a wall for 24 hours before I participate in something this meaningless. You're not doing anything. You're participating in a New World Order agenda by showing up here. They're showing the crowds yesterday at the inauguration compared to today and showing how much bigger it is and how many more people are actually here protesting. This is all part of their plan. That's what this is. And these women who are following it are falling into it hook, line, and sinker, like I said. Now they're trying to push it that it's globally going on. They're showing all these other countries. CNN even shows Antarctica, people protesting in Antarctica on a boat. I laugh at that because there's really a lot of stuff that we would love to find out about what's going on in Antarctica if they'd fill us in. A lot of you know what I'm talking about. We'd love to get up there and see what's really going on. But instead, of course, we have protesters there caring about something that's completely out of all of our control because this is a New World Order selection and this is a New World Order agenda that we're seeing. And Trump fits the bill for this divide and conquer agenda that they are now pushing. They show on this map, and of course, it's CNN, so we know it's propaganda. But look at all these red dots in the United States of America. They're showing where all these marches are taking place. Look at all these states with people with nothing better to do. That they're showing up and participating in this. For what? For women's rights? Women's rights how? Women have rights. I love women. Don't get me wrong. I think women are the greatest gift on earth. For a man, I love women. I get along very well with women. This is a complete psyop and a complete joke that women are being duped into participating in this. There's nothing to be proven here. Women have rights. Women work. But you know what they're doing? They're distracting people for their divide and conquer agenda. We have all these marches that accomplish nothing. How about the breast cancer awareness march that we have every year? Hey, guess what? Breast cancer awareness. We're all aware of breast cancer awareness. We're aware. We're aware of these women who are marching today, that they're angry and upset over nothing. We're aware. How about a march for these kids who are getting abducted and ritually molested, dismembered, and eaten alive by these Satanists? How about a march for that? Anyone wondering where all these kids that go missing go? Of course not. Things that actually, would matter, that you can make a difference and raise awareness about, the things that are held in darkness and kept in secret. People could be raising awareness for stuff like that, but no, instead, we're raising awareness for things that that make no sense. They're just, all of these people are zombies. We even have trannies out there with their signs that trannies deserve equal rights and all this stuff. The same crap. This is all about one world religion, one world government, and all of us becoming one. It's the Baphomet personified. It's the Baphomet. You know, the goat with the breasts and a penis that these people worship? Yeah, that's it. We even see women out there, look at this picture, holding up a sign that says P-Power. I won't say the word. Isn't it a little bit of an oxymoron when you're walking around going against Trump because you're claiming he's sexist and does derogatory things, and then holding up a sign with this derogatory word and holding it up in front of kids out there? A little bit of an oxymoron, no? It's disgusting and it's disgraceful. These people who should be putting their faith in Jesus Christ are putting it in either Donald Trump or against Donald Trump, thinking that they're going to make a difference. Because that's what this empowerment movement's been about. It's been going on for a while. They want people to feel empowered. We hear the celebrities say it all the time. You're empowered. You're empowered. Your vote matters. You're this. You're that. You can make a difference. They're tricking people. Are we empowered? We're empowered through God. We have free will through God. But if you participate inside this matrix, you have no free will because they control this system. And all these people who are participating and going, we're going to make a difference. You're doing what they want you to do. If you want to make a difference, start investigating these pedo rings. Start exposing Satanism and the occult. Start getting people to pick up their Bibles and realize that this is spiritual warfare. And all this stuff going on is about God and the devil. That's what this is about. Not marching down a road with a sign that says, Donald Trump stinks, standing out in the snow in Idaho, walking around like zombies thinking you're going to do something, because you're not. We even see John Kerry participating. If that doesn't say enough about whose agenda this is. John Kerry, member of Skull and Bones, Satanist, secret society member, participating in the march. We have Hillary Clinton tweeting out about the march. Thanks for standing, speaking, and marching for our values, Women's March. Important as ever. I truly believe we're always stronger together. In other words, divide and conquer. Keep dividing, everyone. Women, divide from men. Everybody become gay. Let's depopulate. Let's have men and women hate each other and compete against each other. Let's break up households. That's all that they're doing. This entire thing is a psyop. And it's not a coincidence that it's on the 21st, the day after Donald Trump's inauguration, that all this is going on, that this is all planned. They're trying to push fear, chaos, and panic. And if people stop participating in this stuff, then they won't be able to push any of it down anyone's throats. But the fact is that people are participating in it. They think it's real. They think that they're making a difference, and they're doing nothing. People in Moscow protesting Donald Trump. Who cares? In Moscow? Nothing better to do in Moscow. People in London? People on a boat in Antarctica? Why don't you investigate Antarctica and what's going on down there? Instead, they're all holding signs on a boat. They got their markers, their poster paper. Let's get on the boat and let's hold signs up and send it to CNN. You're in Antarctica. Lots of stuff going on down there if you want to find truth. Lots. But unfortunately, the mainstream media is going to keep pushing this and pumping it. And the people will follow unless all of us get our voices out there and let them know that they're acting like a bunch of people with no brains in their head, which is what they're doing. I mean, look at the amount of people in Chicago, Los Angeles, all of these cities across America that they're showing these photographs of people just marching for nothing. The march leads to more civil unrest. That's what it leads to. You think the march is going to lead to Donald Trump getting impeached or thrown out of office? No, what does it do? It divides. Because then people who are pro-Trump see that. They don't realize that Democrats and Republicans are the same and on the same team. So they see it and they go, "Hey, look at these Hillary supporters, these women. Oh, they're so stupid. Oh, let's go out and then protest against them." Divide and conquer, 101. Pretty easy. And CNN, of course, as they always do, pumping the propaganda. He will not divide us. A black woman standing in front of a wall. All garbage. All propaganda. Until people stop participating and stop following along, the people themselves, through mind control, are the ones that are going to lead us to this. They're using the mind control to lead and turn everyone against Christians, everyone against each other. And like I've always said, this doesn't need to be forced. Martial law, none of this stuff has to be forced on us. It's the mind control that's going to make people willingly participate and want the things that the New World Order wants. And that's what they're doing. They're giving them their New World Order just by the actions that they're doing. By flying into Washington and marching. By participating in Black Lives Matters and all this stuff. They're giving them what they want without making them force it on us. Soon they'll be forcing, people will be turning guns over. The people will demand it, not the government. Because the people are too prideful. The empowerment movement, the pride movement that they pushed, where people are just more interested in, oh, I got a raise at work today, tweet or Facebook. Look at my nails, I painted them. Look, I made a salad. Does anyone else out there know how? I made the world's best salad, posting it on Facebook. Yo, bro, I just squatted 250, bro. Yo, work hard, play hard. This is the world that we live in. Self-empowerment, self-pride, unawareness. And these people don't realize, as they act prideful and they act like they're their own celebrities, they don't realize that they are the ones who are under the mind control. They are the walking, talking zombies. And they are the one who are ushering in the New World Order faster than you could imagine. Is it already in place? Yes. Are we already living in it for the most part? Yes. But it's only going to get worse because our brothers and sisters out there, the masses, are going to continue to participate in stuff like this. Whether Soros pays for protesters or not, and all of these things that go on. Of course, they start a lot of it and manipulate a lot of it. That's why you have Hillary tweeting, John Kerry participating. They're trying to get people riled up to participate. The problem is that regular people are getting riled up and participating. And then people are turning on each other. Don't fall for the trap. The only truth in this world is Jesus Christ. This is all part of their plan and all part of their games. And any of you out there who stumble upon this channel that thinks you're making a difference by going to the march, you would make just as much of a difference if you went outside, opened your mouth, and bit a tree and left it there for about 10 hours. That's about as much of a difference as you would make. Go eat some sticks and some branches. Think of the most ridiculous thing you could do. Go roll around naked in the snow. You're making as much of a difference. You're making no difference at all, except you're enhancing and enabling them to continue along with their propaganda and their mind control. So this is what's going on today, folks. The Women's March. More divide and conquer. More imbeciles participating. And obviously it's not just women. There's men participating in it, supporting the women. Saying, hey, yeah, women should have right. Let's participate. Let's participate. They're buffoons, all of these people. Pray for them that they wake up and snap out of this. But unfortunately, their pride seems to be too strong to get them to stop participating in such stupid things like this. I thank you guys for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.